And here we go. New Japan Pro Wrestling G1 Climax 29, Day 1 special. Big 4 hour show coming live from Dallas, Texas. And what a fucking show. Just great. Just a great show. Good matches. A lot of people I didn't intend on seeing tonight, but let's start off. Guerrillas of Destiny, my favorite tag team of all wrestling right now. Like them, Usos, Undisputed Era, they're all great, but Guerrillas of Destiny are my boys, man. Tama Tonga, Tongaloa. Had a match against Roppongi 3K, Show and Yo, another great up and coming tag team. I think they're two-time junior IWGP Junior Tag Team Champion, but this was a great match. The big match was God dominating the juniors. They gave him some hope spots here and there for 3K, but Tama Tonga ended up pinning Yo with a big awesome bomb from the top rope. I love their new finish. You know, the double team awesome bomb from the top. I felt like it was a lot better because they were using like their version of the Magic Killer before. But yeah, just a dominating display of Tama Tonga and Tagaloa, the Guerrillas of Destiny, ROH Tag Team Champions, IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. It's good stuff here. It's good stuff. Jeff Cobb and Ren Narita, aka Young Boy, versus Tomohiro Ishii and Shota Umio, another young boy. But basically, it was just Jeff Cobb and Ishii up in here. The focus was on Cobb and Ishii, they're going to be the first opponents for each other on the B block, because today was all A block. So the B block got to fight tag team matches. These guys were beating the crap out of each other. The crowd sees summed into it. Cobb is looking like a star, man. I'm telling you, Cobb reminds me so much of a young Samoa Joe, but it's crazy. He's got a lot of upcoming, especially I enjoyed his work in Lucha Underground as Matanza. Cobb ended up pinning Shota Omio after hitting the Tour of Violence, which I love that finish. He just does like the world's strongest slam, but takes like two revolutions around. It's the big match. After the match, Ishii and Cobb beat the crap out of each other. Cobb ended up getting busted open hard way. I thought this was good build for their match where these guys won't stop hitting each other. So I thought it was good stuff. Big ups from Jeff Cobb. Ishii is a guy I grew a lot of respect for because this guy's just great. Always solid. He's also the Neverweight Open champion, which he also ended up winning from Taichi, and Taichi I think ended up winning from Cobb. So interesting stuff there. It's Chaos. Hiroki Goto versus Yoshihashi defeated the Bullet Club, Jay White and Chase Owens. Big fan of all these guys here. Goto is looking in amazing shape, man, ever since going back to the dojo and training with Shibata. He looks great, man, because Goto's he's never been fat, but he's always been kind of like pudgy-ish, you know what I mean? But he looks great, dude. This dude, like, he's slimmed down like 25, 20 pounds up in there. Yoshihashi's always a great hand. I'm waiting for him to get a big moment, but he's a solid wrestler. And Jay White is my favorite hero of all wrestling right now. This guy has so much upside. He's so fucking young, and he's already been IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. He has big wins over like Kenny Omega, Tanahashi, Okada, you name it. He beat Okada. The return of the Rainmaker at fucking Wrestle Kingdom 13. Come on now, it's crazy. But White was booed heavily in this match, which I thought was great. White facing Goto in the main event of the B block, which I cannot wait for Goto versus Jay White. But Goto looked real strong in this match. He was getting a lot of his shit in. He was super over, which is always good because Goto is a fucking star, dude. I've always had mad respect for Goto. Like, I just feel like he just goes up and down a lot, but every time he goes up, he's always putting in a performance. But Goto ended up pinning Owens with a GTR, hit the Hiroshi, GTR for the win, 1, 2, 3. Chase Owens is another guy. I would say he's a Bullet Club young boy, but he's really good. Very, very underrated man right there. Toriano, the resident jokester, and Juice Robinson, and the legend himself, Jushin Thunder Liger. The man is retiring at the next Wrestle Kingdom, so I'm going to try to see him myself when they come to New York for September show. Definitely want to see Jushin Thunder Liger. Have never been to a New Japan show, so I'm hoping to go to one. But definitely one of the goals is to see Jushin Thunder Liger before he retires. They ended up facing Los Ingobernables de Japón, Tetsuya Naito, Shingo Takagi, which, Shingo's on fucking fire, the dragon himself, and Bushi, another guy that's always been one of my favorites because I feel like he's very underrated. But this was a great match. Always good to see Juice. Juice is one of my favorite people in New Japan anyway. So most of the match, everyone, got squared off here and there. Slugfest happened between Juice and fucking Shingo. That was awesome. I actually want to see those two in a fucking match, Shingo and Juice. But Naito avoiding Yano's usual bullshit because Yano was trying to cheat the whole time. And Naito has a very impressive record over fucking Yano. It's like 5-1. So the finish came when Yano delivered the low blow to Bushi behind the referee's back. Roll up, 1, 2, 3. Toriano, Juice Robinson, and Jushin Thunder Liger ended up winning the match. But good stuff here. But we started off. Now we get to the official matches. G1 Climax 29, A block starts it off with Lance Archer versus Will Osprey. Lance Archer, man, this guy is looking awesome. I've been a big fan of Lance Vance Archer ever since TNA, Rockin' Rave Infection, man. Even when he did his little WWE stint, you know what I mean? When he was with Hawkins in the tag team. But I've always just been a fan of this guy. He's a big guy and he can always go. He's been wrestling for like 18 years now. But I would say this was my favorite match of the night. I know it sounds crazy, but this was my favorite match of the night. It went like 20 minutes. Osprey is on fire. Like, Osprey legit is one of the best in the world. I always had a love and hate relationship with Osprey, but I definitely have grown to just adore this dude. This guy is amazing at what he can do in that ring, and he's always at 100%. But fucking the whole time I was watching, I'm like, man, I really hope Lance Archer wins. This is actually Will Ospreay's debut in the G1, but I really wanted Lance Archer to win. He's got a whole new look. He's got a fucking awesome new theme song, and yeah, these guys killed each other, man. A lot of great near falls, a lot of great spots. Osprey got a lot of offense, even though Archer is like the super heavyweight. He looked strong in the feet. The audience was all rooting for fucking Osprey like nothing. Archer kicked out the fucking ox cutter. That was a good spot because I really thought he had it. The whole time Osprey kept signaling he's going for the storm cutter. But he actually got him up towards the end. Awesome spot where Osprey does his whole springboard to the outside. Lance catches him with a choke slam. Looks at choke slam on the apron. Says, nah, fuck that. Takes him up, choke slams him on the announce table on the side. I thought it was an awesome spot. But this was just a great, great fucking match. Lance Archer ended up getting the pin with the claw, the Everybody Dies claw. I love the whole catchphrase too. Everybody dies! I thought that was awesome. I'm not a big fan of the finish of the whole claw thing. I really wish he could have done his version of the Killer Bomb or something like that. Because now he's not with the Killer Elite Squad anymore because Davey Boy ended up leaving New Japan. But I'm going to be honest with you, I've never been a big fan of Davey Boy Smith Jr. He's been decent at best. But definitely big up for Lance Archer. So happy that he ended up getting this win. I want him to make it far. I don't want him to make it to the end, but I want him to make it far. My last two are definitely still Juice Robinson and I would love for Juice and Osprey or Juice and Jay White to make it to the end, because I feel like that would be an awesome thing there. But great way to start it off. Lance Archer was defeating Will Ospreay by the Everybody Dies claw. Next match, it is Bad Luck Fale versus Evil, and I'm not gonna lie, I was not looking forward to this match. I enjoy Bad Luck Fale for what he does, but I'm not the biggest fan of his wrestling skill. Evil is sadly underrated. The fact that Evil has not had a heavyweight title run in New Japan yet, it annoys the crap out of me because Evil is amazing, dude. This guy's great, but they actually ended up having a pretty solid, hard-hitting match, man. Bad Luck Fale overpowered Evil definitely throughout. Evil managed to keep evading and landing some big strikes, which is always Evil's thing. Evil took out the chairs from under the ring, but Fale used it against him and did the whole thing where he puts the chair around his neck and he goes, hits the baseball swing. The referee was knocked out of the ring. Fale hit a low blow on Evil, finished him off with a bad luck fall, and Fale ended up getting the win on Evil. I was not happy about this. To me, Bad Luck Fale does not need any wins in the G1. It should have gone to Evil. Evil is severely underrated, man. But, what are you going to do, right? We get the next match. Another member of Los Ingobernables de Japón, Sanada versus Sabre Jr. And I'm going to tell you right now, Sabre Jr. took a long time to grow on me. Even when he was in the Cruiserweight Classic, I was just like, this guy's pretty good. But I enjoy this man's matches so much now. It's crazy. Like, I actually get physically hyped when I see Zack Sabre Jr. because this guy looks like nothing special, but he is a technical fucking magician in that ring. Like, all the stuff he does looks so legit where I can buy it because he's small, but his shit just looks so painful. Like, it's crazy. But Sanada's a star incoming, man. I really wish he would go back to the old look, though, of having the black mohawk and the baseball bat and the black mask, but I'm not a fan of the whole, like, crazy lion blonde look, but we're not here to talk about looks, but this match was great. It made Sanada a more of a star it is. Sanada is a star just waiting to explode. They've tested out Sanada many times with Okada, with Tanahashi, and Sanada has knocked it out the park every time, and he did it once again. This was a 22-minute match almost. It was fucking great. A lot of chain wrestling. Zack Sabre Jr. beating the crap out of this man, getting a lot of sympathy. The crowd ended up chanting New Japan out. But this was just a fast-paced match. Eventually, the match escalated, leading to Sanada using his trademark offense. Hit his stuff. Sabre kept coming back with submissions. Sanada ended up picking up a roll-up, O'Connor roll, 1, 2, 3. He ended up beating Zack Sabre at his own pace because Zack Sabre loves getting the shock little roll-ups on people. But Zack Sabre was concentrated way too much on tapping out Sanada. And yeah, Sanada ended up getting the shock win, but it was good. It made both guys look strong. Sanada's, again, a star waiting to explode. Zack Sabre is always fucking awesome, as always. So, good stuff, good stuff. Big match coming up next. It was Kenta, a.k.a. Hideo Itami, versus Kota Ibushi. Both men, very similar. Kota Ibushi, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Fucking Kenta also has been always one of my favorites. This guy has innovated the fucking GTS for peeps' sake, so I feel like Kenta doesn't get much respect anymore ever since his little stint in WWE, but this was a big impression by Kenta. This was his first match in New Japan. This was just hard-hitting action. There was a couple, I love the spot where Kenta goes to clothesline Kota Ibushi. He clotheslines him, and he won't go down. Kota Ibushi just takes him, reels him back, hits one of the stiffest lariats I've seen in a while. Because Kota Ibushi has one of the best clothesline ever. He does it like point-blank range. Awesome stuff. But this match was just fucking great. This is exactly what New Japan is, basically. Just hard-hitting strikes, good chain wrestling, a little bit of high-flying here and there. Ibushi went for a dive that Kenta countered. Ibushi looked hurt, but his ankle, he was not moving as smooth for the rest of the match. I want to know if he was actually hurt. Kenta ended up pinning Kota Ibushi after a go-to-sleep. 1, 2, 3, so I'm definitely glad they're going to keep keeping that move strong. Whew, take a water break here. I'm too excited talking about New Japan. Oof. But great match for both guys. I really didn't want Kota Ibushi to lose, but if you're going to have Kota Ibushi lose to somebody, it definitely will be Kenta in his debut, I'll tell you that. Main event time. Another classic between Kazuchika Okada and Hiroshi Tanahashi. And what can I say? It was a fucking 23-minute match. It was just great. The crowd was on fire for this whole time. They have an amazing record of every time they have faced in the G1, it's always been a draw. They have 5 wins each on each other, plus 3 draws, which I'm like, what a fucking perfect record. Like, you know, people talk about Rock Stone Cold, Rock Triple H, you know, Undertaker Triple H, Undertaker Shawn. This is right up there, man. Kazuchika Okada and fucking Hiroshi Tanahashi. One of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Both of them are fucking on my top 10, 20 list, you know what I mean? Especially the Rainmaker. I've always been a big fan of Okada. I still remember his little debut he had where he caught fucking Hiroshi Tanahashi by storm. I thought it was great, but this was just a great match. Just, if you've seen any match between these guys, expect that but more. You know what I mean? Like, they have wrestled so many times, but every time they make this match like new, it's crazy. But we get to the end of it. Okada ended up putting Tanahashi away with the Rainmaker. He catches him with a Rainmaker, won't let go of the wrist. Tanahashi comes in, bitch smacks Okada 3 times. Okada no-sells that shit, gets him up, spinning tombstone, picks him up one more time. Rainmaker, 1, 2, 3, clean win, finally, for Okada and Tanahashi at the G1. But what a great, great show. Just my match of the night would still have to be Lance Archer, and Osprey. I don't know why. I love the dynamic of that match of like David versus Goliath. I thought this was good stuff. So we ended up with A blocks. Lance Archer 2 points, Bad Luck Fale 2 points, Sanada 2 points, Kenta 2 points, Kazuchika Okada 2 points. Everyone else sits at 0. B block, we started off hopefully soon. But this is a great match. Love the opening of the Guerrillas of Destiny getting a big win. Jeff Cobb and Ishii proving that they're going to beat the crap out of each other. Goto looking in amazing shape, which is always nice. Always good to see Juice Robinson and Jushin Thunder Liger. Best match of the night, to me, in my opinion, Lance Archer and Will Ospreay. Second best match would probably have to be Kenta and Ibushi. Kenta and Ibushi for me. Then I would say Hiroshi Tanahashi and Okada, and Sanada and Zack Sabre, followed up by Evil and Fale as the weakest match to me, but that's just talking about the block matches. But definitely can't wait for the rest of the G1. What a great way to start it off. Just good, solid wrestling as always. G1 is some of my favorite time. It's hard to keep up with. I'm going to try to keep up with at least the block matches. Hopefully keep up with the pointage and all that stuff too. But we will see. But that's it for me. I will catch you guys next time. Peace out. Follow me on UUSK92, which is on everything. YouTube, Instagram, everything. That's it for me. Peace out, everybody.